Hey, what is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video to talk about some breaking news coming out of the NFL today. Is that we actually have the NFL breaking their own rules from the beginning of the season. So the NFL has now decided that they are going to be rescheduling some games. The Cleveland Browns, who have an outbreak right now, their game is planned to be moved to Monday, against the Las Vegas Raiders, in Cleveland, and that the Washington franchise against the Eagles is supposed to be moved to Tuesday, and the Seahawks and the Rams will also be moved as well on that day, I guess, from what I'm reading here. Now, is that supposed to be the Monday night game? Let's just, I'm going to totally rip in this just a second. But hold on. I just want to make sure we have the facts right here. Now the Browns game was supposed to be a Tuesday game. So, that's why they're doing that. Because that was supposed to be the first, this is supposed to be the first week where they're doing Tuesday games. Or not Saturday games. Okay, so that was supposed to be a Sunday game. So they're going to have a Monday night football game on then, right? At the same... Oh, wow, that's just going to be insane when they do that. So, how are they going to even make that work is beyond me. Though how they have to do it during the day. Or at least I think they would have to. Which is going to be totally messed up. But anyways, so I'm going to rip into this. Okay, so... The NFL at the beginning of the season said there was going to be no postpones at all this season. There was going to be no delays, no changes like they did in last year. They notoriously did that last year. It was almost every week they would postpone the games for different days and different times and whatnot. But at least during the regular season. But doesn't seem like they're doing that now, or at least for the first, 13 weeks of the season. They put out that statement at the beginning of the season stating that there would be no postponings and that if there was an outbreak, they couldn't reschedule it within a reasonable time period that you would forfeit. The team with the outbreak would forfeit their game to the other team. So, Washington and the Browns basically have outbreaks exceeding, I think, over 20. I know the Browns do. I'm not sure about Washington. I think Washington's pretty close there as well, too, though. So, they're postponing the games after they said they wouldn't do this. Now, they did say it had to be within, reason for them being able to, postpone the game. If they don't have a reasonable way of being able to postpone it, they were not going to do it. And then you would get forfeit. But I don't believe that that's the case. I think they're forcing these games to be rescheduled. Like they did last year. Because you have the Browns, who have almost their entire roster at this point on the COVID list. And don't give me that bull crap that it's fine, they have to do it. No. The Browns are at fault for not following the protocol. We said this last year with the Titans, the Ravens, I believe, did it last year. There were a couple other teams that did it last year too. But when these outbreaks happen, the team that they're playing should not be punished for your mistake. Okay? So the game should be forfeited because the Browns have violated the rules. They violated the rules, and according to the NFL, this year they're gonna force teams to forfeit if this happens. But they're not doing that now. Now they're gonna postpone the game until Tuesday, right? Or Monday. Monday, yeah. They're going to move that game to Monday instead of it being on Sunday. Probably at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. I don't know when the time it will be because they already have a Monday Night Football game at 8 o'clock. So, probably will be earlier in the day or something like that. It's whatever. What you're risking ratings for, by the way, too, because there are going to be a lot of, the teenagers that watch football are not going to be able to watch it. So you're losing ratings already, but they don't care about that. They just want the games to be played at this point. That's the NFL. NFL knows they're still going to get money regardless, so that's why they don't care. And it's just like with the Washington, which I think is ironic because there's so much drama when it comes to Washington with the allegations with the organization's misconduct. The 600,000, the 650,000 unread emails that the NFL still refuses to put out, even though the politicians want it and have filed grievances through courts to get it. They're still not complying. Only the John Gruden stuff was revealed so they could deflect the blame and have Gruden be kicked out. Which, again, I don't condone any of the stuff that John Gruden said. But, I mean, let's face it. These emails got out because they were trying to deflect the blame from Daniel Snyder, the owner of the Washington franchise. With, all the controversy with them. And obviously, them forcing to change the team name, which I still don't agree with, as you guys already have known my stance on that name. But you get the point. They're punishing these other teams that are following the protocol. They're punishing these teams that have the protocols, that are following the protocols, whether they're vaccinated or not vaccinated. But yet, they're not going to forfeit these teams that have outbreaks. Why should they be allowed to play the games and be rewarded by having an extra day to possibly get players cleared, or whether they get practice squad people on there or whatnot? I mean, you had the Denver Broncos. Okay, this is the same NFL that had the Denver Broncos last year, who had an outbreak from their entire quarterback depth chart. Okay, their entire quarterback depth chart was on the COVID list, and they had to play the Saints with a practice squad wide receiver as a quarterback. All right, and he's probably never been heard from again because he didn't play that good, which is very unfortunate because that's the only thing people are going to remember by that guy that played that played that game last year. The same people punished the Broncos for that, and you're going to allow the Browns and Washington to get a chance to play after they have all these COVID people on the list, okay, by not following protocols. Instead of just having them forfeit the games. They will not do, and I said this before, the NFL under no circumstances is going to ever have a game be forfeited. I guarantee you there will never be a game that is forfeited this year, no matter what. The NFL are hypocrites. They only care about the money. Because if a game is canceled, they lose revenue. Players lose their paycheck, which is why the players don't want the games to be forfeited. But the NFL loses revenue if a game is canceled or forfeited on. Okay, you get what I'm saying, guys? It is crucial that the NFL does not have these games. The only reason why they said what they said at the beginning of the season was to force players to get vaccinated. They were threatening players to get vaccinated. That is the only reason why they said that. Okay? They didn't really mean it. Because they knew if this ever somehow came up again, that they were going to go back to this. This whole thing that they did last year. And we're going to start seeing it. We're going to see it, and it's going to have serious playoff implications for a lot of these teams. Okay, because we're getting to the point where you're in playoff do or die mode. The Browns just won a big game last year against the Ravens that keeps them in the playoffs. Washington had a loss to the Cowboys, but they still have a chance for a wild card spot. So there are serious playoff implications. And these teams, it's their fault. Washington and the Browns, it's their fault. Why? They are not. They're not, have full strength. It's their fault. It's no one else's fault. It's none of the 30 other teams' faults, okay? But yet, they get another shot to have possibly their guys playing. I don't know where Baker Mayfield's status is as a vaccinated or unvaccinated player, but for him to get an extra day to possibly get cleared, I think is utter bullshit. They're giving him an extra day because it's going to be on Monday, so he gets an extra day to possibly get cleared. That's bullshit. That is utter bullshit. Okay? My team, I'm a Green Bay Packers diehard. Okay? I've been a Packers fan, diehard, thick and thin since I was 3 years old. Okay? I'm a diehard. Okay? My team lost the game because Aaron Rodgers was unvaccinated. Okay? Immunized. Okay? We lost to the Kansas City Chiefs. We lost that game because Aaron Rodgers didn't want to get vaccinated. Okay? Which, you know what? That's their business. All these players, it's their business on whether they're vaccinated or not vaccinated. I'm not going to get into all those fanatical details. I'm vaccinated, but that's their decision. I'm not going to get into their desires and whatnot. My point being is my team lost a game because of that. Because we would have killed Kansas City. You all know it. Our defense freaking held them down. What was it? The 18 points, was it? That we lost 18-6, I think it was. When we lost, or 18-7. 18-7, or we lost to them. To those Chiefs. Right? Low scoring game. Our defense. What was it? Oh, 13-7. 13-7. I was giving them more credit than they deserve. 13-7. 13-7 my Packers lost to. Okay? Low scoring game. We should have won that game. We would have won that game had Aaron Rodgers played. We would have probably won that game by like 30 points. Because our defense was destroying Patrick Mahomes in that game. Other than the opening possession. Okay? We lost that game. And we got to live with that now. Okay? We got to live with that. The fact that we lost the game that we should have won. Okay? If we had full strength. Okay? You guys, okay, don't deserve to get your quarterback back because you got a chance to reschedule the game. They didn't reschedule the game for the Packers. Oh, yeah, we didn't. Well, obviously they could because it was 10 days. It wouldn't have mattered anyways. But point being is we didn't get our game rescheduled. We didn't get our game rescheduled when Devontae Adams was out with COVID the week before when we played against the Cardinals, and we managed to win that game. Refs tried to cheat us out of the game, but we still won it, with that freaking touchdown that was a touchdown, and then they overturned it on us with Jones. point being is, y'all freaking are bullcrapping to reschedule this game and allow Baker Mayfield or Heineke, which I like Heineke. I like what he does. He got him being a fan of Brett Favre, my favorite quarterback of all time. And that's why he wears the 4. I like him. But the fact of the matter is that he gets a chance to start, possibly on Tuesday, I think is utter bullshit. I think that is utter bullshit when there are other guys that have had COVID, whether you're vaccinated or unvaccinated, okay, that have missed games, okay, because of COVID, or because someone near them, in the locker room or in the meeting room, missed it because of them, I think that's insane that they're allowed to get another shot, but we weren't earlier in the season. That's some utter bullshit, okay? And, I've said it before, I'll say it again. All the NFL cares about is the bottom dollar, and that's the money. They don't care about the players' injuries or not the injuries, the COVIDs and all this stuff. They don't care about that. If they did, they wouldn't be doing this bullshit. Okay? They wouldn't be doing this. They don't care about this. If they did, they would have been postponing games earlier in the season when stuff like this was going out. They don't care. And the fact that they will not have these teams forfeit their games is proof enough, because they said early in the season that they were not going to put up with the stuff that they did last year, and yet they're doing it now. They're doing it now. They're doing exactly what they said they would not do earlier in the season when the season was just kicking off. It is utter BS, and I'm sick of this hypocritical hypocrisy that's going on in the NFL now. Still we don't know about all these emails that they still won't freaking tell anybody about. All right, they still covering that up. Okay, still covering it up. All right. Other than the Gruden emails, and now the Browns and the Washington gets a free pass, essentially. So that's my thoughts on this. The NFL hypocrites once again, because once again it's all about the sponsors and the bottom dollar. It's not about the fans. It's not about the fans. It's never been about the fans. When they changed that team name, Washington's team name, they said sponsors. They didn't say fans. Fans was in the last part of that statement, because it's not about the fans. It's about the sponsors and the money. That's all it's about, guys. That's all it's about. And for anybody that goes up for stadium deals, you better watch out, because you're going to get screwed like St. Louis got. Which, by the way, got no team name still. So, yeah. That's my thoughts on this. Let me know what you guys think. Comment, rate, if you like this video, my videos, please subscribe. And that's about it, guys. I'm the S. Ultimate Goku Moderator. Peace!